I'm Ron, by the way. Ron Weasley.
I'm Harry Potter.
Holy cricket! You're Harry Potter! I'm Hermione Granger. And you are?
My name's Brenna. I'm 27 years old and I am from Central Florida.
And in fandoms, I usually go by Megan, or on message boards, occasionally known as Rebel. I am 26 years old and I am from Oakland, Illinois.
Hi, my name's Amy. I'm 32 years old. I got into the Harry Potter fandom when I was 25.
My name is Iris. I'm 26 and I'm from Florida.
Hi, I'm Brittney, known in the HP fandom as Another Destiny Inc. or ADI Writing. I am from Chicago and I'm 23 years old and I'm just a little bit obsessed with Harry Potter.
Hi, I'm Lauren Fairweather. I'm in the Wizard Rock band The Moaning Myrtles and Lauren Fairweather.
Hello, I am Matt Giacomo and I'm from the Wizard Rock band The Whomping Willows. I've been playing Wizard Rock since 2005.
It's called awesome. Starting a new house. It's called awesome. Starting a new house. It's called awesome.
So if I had to choose a house to live in, I would probably go with Gryffindor.
And I'm an Hufflepuff, which really should tell you all you ever need to know about me.
I am a proud member of the Ravenclaw house.
The house that I am in is Hufflepuff, which I am very proud to be a Hufflepuff.
What house are you? What Harry Potter house? Are you a Gryffindor? Is Mommy a Gryffindor? Gryffindor.
This book is so awesome. I can do anything. This book is so awesome. I am the potions king.
I was about 13 when I first started reading Harry Potter. It was because a friend of mine who lived in England at the time had recommended the book to me. It had just come out in the U.S. and I picked up a copy, and then Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban came out soon after, and it was kind of love at first read. I liked it because, you know, I always had a thing for fantasy and kind of like heroes and stuff like that, so I thought it was very interesting and I really was excited to see where it was going.
My history with Harry Potter came a little bit later in my life. I originally did not have any interest in reading any of the Harry Potter books, but my brother, who's 8 years younger than me, was the target age for the books. And so my mom and my dad every single night would read certain chapters to him. And if I was around, I may hear a chapter here or there, but by that point I was in high school, and so I wasn't interested myself. However, I went to all the movies when they came out, the first movie, the second movie, and the third movie, and after the third movie I just wanted to know what was going on so badly that I talked myself into reading the books. I started from the beginning and went through, at that point, I think only maybe 4 of them were out, maybe 5, I don't remember. I then quickly became obsessed, and by the time the 7th book came out, I had read 1 through 6 maybe 4 times, was at the midnight release of the 7th book, read it straight through within 24 hours, and went from being someone who was not interested at all into being someone who was obsessed.
I don't remember the exact age I started reading Harry Potter, but I know that it was in high school. I don't remember why I started reading it, but I'm guessing that maybe I wanted to check it out because it was so popular. Back in high school, I had only read the first 3 or 4 books, but I can say that these books captured my attention in such a way that made it hard to put them down. And I can't say that for any other book series that I've read so far. Unfortunately, I didn't get to finish them, but I am starting to pick them up again, and I'm on the first book right now.
I got into Harry Potter because I work as a nanny, and the kids I was working with started reading it, and they were playing games pretending to be in Hogwarts, so I thought I better read these stories just to kind of catch up and know what these kids are talking about. And when I started reading it, I got hooked. Absolutely loved the books.
I first started reading the books in about 8th grade, the summer after 8th grade, before freshman year. And the books have been popular for like 2 or 3 years before that. Everyone I knew was reading them when I was in 6th grade, and I was just way too cool to read Harry Potter. Everyone kept trying to get me to read it because I'm obsessed with books. And I was just like, please. I read adult books, and I was just way too cool for Harry Potter. And then my best friend at the time, Jen, she forced me. And I say forced because I was not going to see this movie no matter what. She forced me to watch the Sorcerer's Stone DVD when it first came out because she just could not wait to see the DVD. And I was like, you've already seen the movie. You can wait 5 minutes until I go home. And she was like, no, you're watching this. So I did, and I would love to say that I suffered through it, and after that, I never watched Harry Potter again. But unfortunately, that was not the case, or fortunately, because my life's been so great ever since I've become a Harry Potter fan. So I went home that day. It was a Saturday morning that she made me watch it. I went straight home Saturday night, took my brother's Harry Potter books from him, and I read Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and Prisoner of Azkaban by the time school started on Monday morning.
But all of a sudden it opened this huge conversation topic for me to talk to my family about, because they were reading the books together, and then I was off at college, and I was able to call them and say, oh, have you read this part? Have you done this part?
But it wasn't until I had graduated high school. And I was kind of miserable growing up. I hated where I lived. I didn't like anyone I went to school with. They were always just really mean to me. I was kind of always a nerd, and no one really liked me, and I only had like a very small handful of friends, and I never talked, ever. When I graduated high school, all my friends were going away to school, and everyone was kind of doing all this awesome stuff with their life, and I was staying home for school because I didn't want to leave. I was going to be homesick, and I didn't really think I'd be comfortable going away and leaving home when I didn't talk to anyone. I didn't know how I was going to meet anyone. And I was on MuggleNet one day, or actually I was listening to MuggleCast, and they started talking about this thing called Lumos, which was a Harry Potter convention in Las Vegas. And I don't even know why I did it, but I went online that day. I booked a plane ticket to Las Vegas, and I booked a ticket to go to Lumos. And I went downstairs, and I was like, so, Mom, I'm going to Las Vegas. And she was like, what? No. Who are you going with? And I was like, just by myself. I mean, I'm just going to go for a Harry Potter thing. And she thought I was absolutely, absolutely crazy. But I got there, and I just was embraced by the Harry Potter fandom, and I just really discovered how welcoming they are and how nice they are and just how loving they are. They don't care what you do or who you are or anything. They just recognize that you like Harry Potter, I like Harry Potter. Well, great, we're best friends. It doesn't matter that I'm a nerd back home because everyone there is a nerd back home. And it was the first time that I really, truly thought that I could, like, be myself and be okay with who I was, and because people would accept me for it. And I'd spent so long trying to hide who I was and be who everyone else wanted me to be and who I was expected to be, that it was the first time I really went somewhere and was just myself. And I didn't have to pretend I was anyone else. And the people that I met there, I'm still friends with today. And there are so many special memories that I share with Harry Potter fans. And I just wouldn't change it for the world.
I was looking for a group of people to go see the movies with when I first got into it. At the time it was Prisoner of Azkaban, and I found a Boston-based Harry Potter fan group, and all the people in the fan group have now become some of my closest friends.
Harry Potter definitely has affected my life in a positive manner. I've met some of my best friends, including Virginia, through Harry Potter and because of Harry Potter. I started meeting a lot of people, on the internet, by hanging out with such places as Leaky Cauldron and MuggleNet and Fiction Alley. You become kind of close with people. I went to a lot of Harry Potter conventions, including the first one in Nimbus in 2004, I believe, and then Lumos later in 2007.
Our friends and friendship, our friends will defend tonight. My friends will work together, though the end may never be in sight. We know that love is ours forever. Our friends we will defend tonight. My friends will work together. Though the end may never be in sight, we know that love is ours forever. It goes on and on and on.
life is a lot happier as a Harry Potter fan, and no matter how geeky it may seem, you can never quite understand the impact of the books on people's lives until you really meet people in the Harry Potter community, because it's just such a great community, and I've been so honored to be a part of it, and I hope that, you know, these people that have come into my life because of the fandom stay with me forever.